Welcome! Today we're making a classic pesto sauce, fresh, flavorful, and easy to prepare. With just a handful of simple ingredients, you'll have a rich, aromatic sauce that's perfect for pasta, sandwiches, or even as a dip. Whether you're a seasoned chef or a beginner in the kitchen, this recipe is sure to impress. Let's get started. Alright, let's start making that delicious pesto sauce. First, grab about 2 cups of fresh basil leaves. You want them packed so they release all their flavor. Next, we've got a few garlic cloves, around 2 to 3, depending on how garlicky you like it. Now, for that lovely nutty base, we'll need a 1/4 cup of toasted pine nuts. Don't worry if you don't have them. You can swap in walnuts or almonds. Then, get some freshly grated Parmesan cheese, 1/2 cup, and a 1/4 cup of Pecorino Romano for a little extra sharpness. Of course, we're going to need 1/2 cup of good extra virgin olive oil. You'll drizzle that in later for that smooth texture. To balance everything, squeeze in a tablespoon of lemon juice if you like that little zing, and don't forget salt and pepper to taste. That's it. Let's start blending. Let's start by adding a little depth of flavor to our pesto. First, grab a small skillet and place it over medium heat. Add a 1/4 cup of pine nuts. We're going to toast them lightly. Just give them a gentle shake every few seconds so they don't burn. You want them golden brown, not dark brown. This should take about 2 to 3 minutes. As they toast, you'll smell a lovely nutty aroma filling the air. Once they're done, remove them from the heat and let them cool for a bit. Toasting the pine nuts enhances their flavor, but if you're in a rush, you can skip this step. While the pine nuts are cooling, let's move on to our fresh basil. Grab 2 cups of fresh basil leaves, packed tightly into your measuring cup. You want to make sure you've got plenty of basil because this is the heart of your pesto. Give the leaves a quick rinse in cold water and then pat them dry with a paper towel. You don't want any excess moisture, as it could make your pesto watery. Once dry, set the basil aside. Fresh basil will give your pesto that vibrant green color and a refreshing aromatic flavor, so don't skip this step. Now that your basil is ready, let's start combining our ingredients. Grab your food processor and add the fresh basil, the garlic cloves, about 2 or 3 depending on how much garlic you like, and the cooled pine nuts. I like to use about a 1/4 cup of pine nuts, but you can adjust to taste. Now pulse the food processor a few times to break everything down into a coarse mixture. You'll want to scrape down the sides of the bowl to make sure everything is evenly mixed. It doesn't need to be perfectly smooth just yet, but we want everything chopped up and combined well. This step is crucial for the flavor base of your pesto. Next up, we'll add the cheese to our pesto mixture. We're going to use both Parmesan and Pecorino Romano. The Parmesan adds a creamy, nutty flavor, and the Pecorino Romano adds a sharper, salter punch. You'll need 1/2 cup of freshly grated Parmesan and a 1/4 cup of Pecorino Romano. I always recommend using freshly grated cheese because it's much more flavorful and will melt better into the pesto. Add both cheeses to your food processor along with the rest of your ingredients. Give it another pulse or 2 to mix everything in. You should start to smell that rich, cheesy goodness. Now let's add that silky texture to our pesto by drizzling in the olive oil. You'll need about 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil for this step. The key here is to slowly drizzle it in while the food processor is running. This will help the oil emulsify and blend into the mixture, giving you a smooth, creamy pesto. Start slowly and keep an eye on the consistency. If you find your pesto a little too thick, you can always add more olive oil, just a tablespoon at a time, until it reaches the perfect texture. If you're using a mortar and pestle, you'll slowly add the oil while grinding the mixture with the pestle for a similar effect. Now that we've got our pesto base ready, it's time to season it to perfection. Start with salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Just add them to taste. A pinch of salt will bring out the flavors, and the pepper adds a little kick. If you like your pesto with a bit of extra brightness, you can also squeeze in about a tablespoon of lemon juice. The lemon adds a zesty, fresh flavor that really balances the richness of the olive oil and cheese. After you add the seasoning, give the pesto a final pulse or 2 to mix everything together, and then taste it. This is where you can adjust the salt, pepper, or lemon juice to your liking. Now that your pesto is all set, it's time to serve or store it. If you're planning to use it right away, simply toss it with your favorite pasta or spread it on bread for a delicious appetizer. Pesto also goes wonderfully with roasted vegetables or grilled meats. If you're storing it, transfer the pesto to an airtight container. To keep it fresh and vibrant, drizzle a thin layer of olive oil over the top before sealing the container. You can store it in the fridge for about 3 to 4 days. If you want to keep it longer, you can freeze it in ice cube trays and pop out a cube whenever you need it. Lastly, let me share some tips to elevate your recipe. First off, if you have the time, try using a mortar and pestle instead of a food processor. It's the traditional way of making pesto, and it really brings out the flavors by grinding the basil, garlic, and nuts together. It's a bit more work, but the texture is incredible, and it really lets the ingredients shine. Now, when it comes to the pine nuts, if you don't have them, don't worry. You can substitute them with walnuts, almonds, or even cashews. Each nut will give the pesto a slightly different flavor profile. Pine nuts are classic, but feel free to get creative based on what you have in your pantry. And for the cheese, feel free to experiment with other cheeses like Grana Padano, or even a sharp cheddar for a twist. For a vegan version, simply skip the Parmesan and Pecorino Romano. You can substitute with nutritional yeast, which will give you a similar cheesy flavor without the dairy. And finally, to keep your pesto from turning brown, especially if you're storing it, drizzle a little extra olive oil over the top before sealing it in an airtight container. You can also freeze it in ice cube trays for easy portioning later on. This way, you can enjoy that fresh pesto even after it's been in the freezer. Enjoy your homemade pesto sauce.